What's up, people of glorious, wonderful Booktube? This is Gabriel. Today I am bringing you my intro tag. This should be fun. So without further ado, let's get started. Question number 1. What is your name? So since you just heard my name like 2 seconds ago, I'm gonna go ahead and say my full name. My name is Gabriel dos Santos Lima Brito. Question number 2. What is your channel name and why? So my channel name, as you've noticed, is Gardening Books. For the 3rd time today, my name is Gabriel. Gabriel is also the name of the Lord Messenger Angel. So I kind of put together the two. You usually associate angels with guardian angels. So, Gardening Books. Where are you from? I am from Lisbon, Portugal. What kind of videos will I make? On this channel you probably see, obviously I'll be making book videos, you know. I'm not sure if I'll be doing reviews, but book hauls will be very scarce, as you've seen in the other video, if you've seen the other video. I will be talking about random things, maybe some of the time, but mostly books, yeah. So, I'm not really clear on what's going to be happening. What inspired you to start YouTubing/booktubing? So Booktube came to me a month ago, as I've mentioned, and I just dove right in. I'm like, oh my god, this is like magic, perfection, everything I've ever dreamed of and looked for in YouTube. All in one wonderful community. But what inspired me was these wonderful people that have already made up booktubers. Christine from over at Pullin' Bananas Books and Pullin' Bananas 20 is like probably the trigger that completely set me off the edge, because she is so funny, she is so comfortable, she's so unique, she's blah. She's just, you know, this is called a trigger. She was my trigger. So thanks, Christine. What are your favorite colors? My favorite colors are baby blue, red, pink. You know, I like some things pink here and there. What's your favorite animal? So, my favorite animal is kind of an evolutionary thing. I've had a lot, I believe, as so have a lot of people, everyone. But the first animal that I remember really like obsessing about was horses. I mean, everyone's first favorite animal is horses. So, first horses, bunnies, peacocks, narwhals a few years ago. I'm still really obsessed with narwhals. They're like awesome. But I have to say, like right now, probably giraffes and wolves. Summer or winter? This is kind of controversial for me. Everyone in Portugal lives for summer. But summer equals going out, having fun, being with people, and that's the exact type of thing I'm not comfortable with. So I like going to the beach, don't get me wrong, but when you start hanging out with people that, you know, are strangers, I just disconnect. So it's winter for me. I like being all cozy and wrapped up in a blanket with a book. So, winter. Where is the furthest you've been from home? So I'm going to be assuming that home is my home country, Portugal, and I've lived over at the other side of the world, literally, Malaysia, Indonesia, so that's the furthest I've been from home. I still have to check on that, how many exactly that is. Singapore, Southeast Asia. What are your favorite movies? It's weird asking a person that. Why would you ask someone that? But if I had to choose my favorite movie of all time, you know, it's obviously going to be tied in with books. And that is Catching Fire. You know, I have like this monument, this shrine I built for The Hunger Games. And The Hunger Games Catching Fire is my favorite of the trilogy, as is a lot of people's. But it's definitely, the movie is the book. You can't get better. So, blah. Movies that aren't connected with books, off of the top of my head, I cannot think of any. But probably the Avengers, Thor. I am really into superhero movies, just cause, yeah. What movie are you most eager to see in theaters? So, obviously, Mockingjay Part 1, Mockingjay Part 2, Insurgent, Allegiant Part 1, Allegiant Part 2, The Maze Runner, The Scorch Trials, and hopefully The Death Cure, which I haven't read, but I hope they make a movie because it's probably awesome. Other than that, probably Ant-Man, because it stars one of my very favorite actresses, Evangeline Lilly. She confirmed it a few weeks ago at Comic-Con, and I was so excited. I cannot wait for it. And Marvel movies in general, because I'm really into that stuff. I'm not a huge comic book geek, obviously, but yeah, Marvel. Which unrevealed book are you most looking forward to? I'm really not sure about this one. I'm not in the bandwagon with the books that are going to come out. I just know I have like this huge list of books that I want to buy because of this wonderful thing that is Booktube. But books that are going to be released, Atlantia by Ellie Condi looks so good. The chapter sampler, online chapter sampler came out a few weeks ago, too, but I read it and it's like, whoa, you just really want to know what's going on, you want to get into it, so probably that one. Other than that, in the Afterlight, I haven't read The Darkest Minds, but I really do want to read The Darkest Minds. It looks so awesome. So yeah, those. And whatever continuation of the books that I want to read, because I'm not looking forward to the books that are coming out. I'm looking forward to the first book in a series because that's the one I want to buy and then continue. What do you like to splurge on? I have no idea what splurging means, so I'm gonna go Google it and then I'll get back to you on this one. Intervention from the future. So it turns out splurging means wasting money on something just because you want it. Usually something expensive. So what do I splurge on? Books, obviously. Besides that, Mockingjays, I have I once wasted 20 euros on the necklace, which is a lot for the Mockingjay necklace, but it was worth it, obviously. And posters, I will not be wasting much more money on posters. It's all going to be spent on books. What do you want to be when you grow up? This is a very hard question for me. Just like your favorite animal, this is an evolutionary thing. You go through very different phases of your life, I've wanted to be a lot of things, but looking at it now, not as a child, looking at it realistically, what scares me is that I have no idea where I want to go with me. But I hope something comes up that I want to, oh my god, that's it. But so far, nothing really, and that really saddens me because when I was young, I still really want to have a bright future. I don't want to be unsure of what I'm going to do. So right now it's just school and books and exams and books. So yeah. If you could take a trip today, where would you go? This is really hard. Right now, today, if it was VidCon or BEA or something like that where I can meet other booktubers, then I would go wherever those are. I believe California maybe. But since today, I would probably take a trip to Malaysia because my dad is there, he's working there, and I would just be with him and hug him because I miss him so much. What do you like to read? As you've probably noticed, my bookshelf is very small. On my bookshelf, you have dystopians, you have historical fiction, you have dystopians, you have a contemporary middle grade books, and yeah, you have an adult book proudly displayed there. So far, what I've liked to watch people review and talk about is dystopians, young adult, any young adult, contemporaries. I've only read The Fault in Our Stars, which was okay. I'm not that big of a fan. It's not like, oh my god, but, contemporaries that I've heard about, and A French Kiss, Rainbow Rowell books, which I confuse a lot with Stephanie Perkins, because I'm really new to this. So, Fangirl, Landlines, that sort of stuff, and post-apocalyptic stuff, sci-fi, These Broken Stars I really want to buy. So, yeah. And finally, where do you like to read? I, like most people, I like reading on my glorious bed. My mom doesn't really approve of it because your bed is for sleeping, and if you do other activities on your bed, which I spent in most of the day, your brain starts not wanting to sleep on it. And yeah, I've experienced that. Other than my bed, my mom made a reading chair for me from scratch, and I love this chair. It's over in the living room because there's no space here, but whenever I cannot read on it, in the mornings usually when no one's awake, which is pretty nice, I have to admit. It's over by the window. The only problem that it's in the living room, and the living room is where the TV is. So, my bed it is. So that was my intro tag. You now know a little bit more about me. I hope you like me. So since my goodbye section of yesterday's video got cut, here I am saying, go dance with the penguin. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. Bye! And pulling bananas books. Top of my head. Mockingjay Part 1, Mockingjay Part. I'm gonna stop saying ho. A word. Here I am telling you to. So weird.